Golf, the game within the game. A closer look into pace of play, etiquette, and all things in between. Presented by the 2012 MAJGT intern team.
Excuse me, sir. Can I get a bucket of balls from you?
Absolutely, but don't you know it's improper to wear your hat inside and could cause male pattern baldness?
Really? I'll make sure and take it off this time and all other times. Thank you.
Absolutely, and the driving range is that way.
Following proper attire procedures will help you look good and play good. Remember, dress for success. In a world where golf was king and slow play was frowned upon, there was a staff of 5 interns who hoped to right the ship. Coming to a golf tournament near you this summer, the MAJGT. So now let's talk about how we can speed up play. As you can tell, Meg is getting ready to make her stroke. Lindsay in the foreground has not yet walked out her yardage or decided what club she's going to play for her next stroke. Meg makes her stroke and Lindsay walks to her ball. Now we're going to see some significant time added to the time it would take for Lindsay to make her stroke had she been ready to play. She's going to take out her yardage, look at her book, pace off her yardage again, come back, grab a club, and ultimately finally make a stroke after having changed clubs another time. Let's speed up play by doing all of this while we're waiting for our fellow competitors to make their next stroke. Next on the tee, Lindsay Nowitzki.
Okay guys, what's up?
Hey,
I'm Meg.
I'm Lindsay. I think you're late. You're in our tee time,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
Ladies, I just want to give you what the ruling is. Meg, since you were late to the tee but within 5 minutes, it's a 2-stroke penalty.
Oh no.
If you were more than 5 minutes, you would have been disqualified. But since it was within the 5 minutes, you'll just get the 2-stroke penalty. Lindsay, you can go ahead and play.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, now let's take a look at an example of something that we don't want to do on the golf course, which is slow up play. Jason has made his stroke, a nice chip shot to the green, but leaves his golf bag where he made his last stroke. He walks to the green, gets ready to putt out, and he left his golf bag a significant distance from where he was. After holing out, Jason has to walk all the way back to his bag to get his bag, his clubs, everything else in his life, and walk on to the next tee. This is an example of a way to slow up play, something that we frown upon and your fellow competitors will not appreciate. Pick up your bag, bring it to the next teeing ground area, and be ready to play. Alright, let's take a look at a positive that we see here. Meg and Lindsay are both getting ready to putt. Lindsay is standing over her putt, but Meg is already surveying where she thinks her ball is going to go as it approaches the hole. Meg walks back around, gets ready to putt, as Lindsay goes to mark her ball. Meg has already surveyed what the putt is going to do, so she knows what her putt is going to do, and she's all ready to go. Steps up, makes her stroke. Even though she leaves it short by about a couple inches on an easy 6-foot birdie putt, she goes up and taps in for par. This will speed up play and keep our fellow competitors happy about our pace. Alright, here's another example of how we can speed up play. As you can see, Jason and Brian are walking to the next team ground before discussing what their scores were on the previous hole.
I think I had a 7. What'd you have?
I had a par.
Let's talk about ready golf here. Both Meg and Lindsay are relatively close in their distance from the hole. They're both looking at each other and aren't exactly sure who should play. Lindsay defers to Meg and says, "Go ahead if you're ready." Meg makes her stroke, puts it 6 inches from the hole, and Lindsay follows up with a nice shot as well.
Left. I think that one might be lost. I guess we'll play another.
Jason, the proper procedure for hitting a provisional golf ball is you must announce that you are in fact hitting a provisional golf ball. Alert your fellow competitor that you are doing so, what the ball is, and what the difference is between the original ball and play. If you do not do that, that ball you just hit is now in play, and you're now lying 3.
Here's an example of a potential serious breach of etiquette. I don't care who you are, kicking a club's not appropriate.
What do you think you're doing?
Meg, unfortunately, because you were using a rangefinder, we're going to have to disqualify you from this MAJGT event. Can you read what that says there for me?
No rangefinders.
Can I get a ruling? Do I get relief from this?
Well, actually, this fence is defining the out of bounds, so no, you're not going to get any relief from that because of your stance or your swing.
Well, I think I'm going to take an unplayable. What are my options?
Okay, we can do that, absolutely. Well, you have 2 club lengths from where the ball lay, no near the hole, so you can go this way, etc. We take this ball where it's laying, the flag stick, go on a straight line as far back as we would like, or we go back to where we played our last shot from.
Can I just see where my 2 club lengths
Absolutely,
get to?
yeah. Go ahead, and you can use any club in your bag to measure that out.
So what happens if I drop it and it rolls back?
Well, if it rolls back into the same situation, we're really sort of out of luck. We might have to take another unplayable. But now, if it rolls outside of 2 club lengths, once you've dropped in that that area, then we can redrop.
Okay. I think I'm going to go back to the tee.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks.
Can I get a ruling over here?
What do we got over here, Brian?
My ball has come to rest in the hazard, and I just want to know what my options are.
Absolutely. Well, you always have the option to play it as a lies. If it's in the hazard, which it is, we can't ground our club, okay? You also have the option. Now, where did it last cross the hazard?
Just right in here.
Right in here?
Right through here.
Okay, we can take that that point where it last crossed the hazard. We can go 2 club lengths laterally, no near the hole. We can take the point which it last crossed the hazard, the flag stick, go on a straight line as far back as you'd like. We also do have the option to go equidistant other side of the hazard, so that might be an option that comes into play. Or we can go back to the place where we played the last shot.
You know what, I think I'm just going to actually play it out of the hazard.
All right, just make sure we don't ground our club and you're good to go. So you'll be line 1, hitting 2.
Awesome, thank you.
Need a rules official, please.
All right, what do we got?
Playing over at this hole and I accidentally hit it over here and it landed on the bench.
Okay, well this bench is either a movable obstruction or an immovable obstruction. If you can move it without causing any undue delay or injury or breaking the bench, then we'll play it as a movable obstruction. If not, we'll play it under an immovable obstruction.
I think I can move it.
You think you can move it? Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to mark the position of the ball where it would have been. So take a tee, put that down underneath the bench.
Let's use my ball.
All right, that works. And we can go ahead and lift the ball since we've decided we're going to take relief. And then we can go ahead and move that bench. Yep. Okay, so now we're going to be dropping as near as possible to that spot. All right, that ball's in play. Yeah, I think I see the same thing. It's going to come off the left edge and just sort of come in a little bit.
Alright, thanks.
Stop it. What do you guys think you're doing? Rule 8 strictly prohibits advice between players. There's a 2-stroke penalty for asking for advice and a 2-stroke penalty for answering advice.
Oh man.
Oh,
Thanks for letting us know.
Remember, following these procedures and tips will help ensure a quick round by all, a fun time had by all, and a great round of golf brought to you by the MAJGT, the Mid-American Junior Golf Tour. This is the future of junior golf.